Hello and welcome to another Performance Architects webinar snippet. These snippets include excerpts of webinars that are accessible by going to our website at www.performancearchitects.com and registering for our Learning Center, a community and forum for on-demand business education in the business intelligence and enterprise performance management arenas and related topics. Performance Architects is a business and technology consulting company that helps companies initiate and sustain big changes in their performance management and business intelligence environments and processes. Head over to our channel after this video or come back in the future to learn best practices, hear overviews, and take part in lessons we have designed to help you. We're focused on continuing to develop this community, and we welcome any recommendations you might have for future content. Thanks and enjoy.
So one of the things for people on the phone is, okay, I know Hyperion EPM products, so what is OBI-EE? So OBI-EE stands for Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition Plus. The plus means that there was originally a standard release of OBI called OBI-EE, and then there was a plus release, which is when it finally started to integrate with the Hyperion products, and that's what the plus denotes, that it integrates with the Hyperion products. Originally, these tools were a company known as, I believe, Siebel Analytics, and Oracle purchased them. So the majority of these tools came from Siebel. And there's also this concept. There's a little bit of confusion. People refer to OBI-EE and OBI-A. OBI-EE is just the software tool set, kind of like a framework. OBI-A is a series of pre-built applications that exist in OBI-EE, so you can buy them. So the best example of that is, say you have, I believe it's Siebel CRM, and you want to roll out OBI-EE reporting on top of Siebel CRM. You can buy the OBI application that plugs into Siebel CRM, and it's prepackaged reports, it's prepackaged dashboards, and a prepackaged data, a star schema or data warehouse that's designed to plug right in. So the whole idea of that whole, buy versus build, the idea is if you have Siebel CRM, you can just buy the OBI application, and you won't have to develop reports or build any of the overhead. You kind of just plug it in, you tell it where the tables are, and in theory, it should completely build everything out for you. From a BI standpoint, the major competitors to OBI are Microsoft BI, IBM's Cognos, SAP's Business Objects, and then, of course, SAS. So if I'm an EPM user, why is OBI relevant to me? Now that I know what it is, what are some reasons why it might be relevant to me as a user? So one thing would be, say you're in one of the big places for EPM is finance and financial planning. So if you're in financial planning, are you constantly receiving requests from other departments asking you for your budgeting and forecasting data? If that's the case, with some of this integration stuff, OBI can integrate with your current EPM data and give other departments self-service access to your EPM data. So because of the integration between the two tools, it might be easier to just take some of your EPM data, throw OBI on top of it, and then give all the other departments query access to it so they can come and do their own self-service querying instead of having to constantly go to you guys to get data out of it. Are you a web analysis user who's experiencing performance problems? Web analysis is a great tool. It's very easy to use, and business users tend to love it. But from a scale standpoint, OBI and Answers can scale to a significantly larger amount of users than web analysis can. Answers also has some better graphing functionality. It looks a little bit cooler, so there's certainly some consideration to give there. Are you finding a need to provide reporting collateral in multiple formats? Web analysis and a lot of the Hyperion tools are pretty good at PDF and HTML, but they really don't go much further beyond that. OBI, as a rule, has support for all kinds of different formats, even the geekier ones, such as XML. Then there's obviously CSV, HTML, and PDF. And it also has the ability to send content to multiple delivery mediums, such as emails, printers, web services, and mobile devices, which is extremely important if you have a mobile workforce. If you build financial reports and you need to get them, if you build reporting collateral on financial reports, it's very difficult to send it to a BlackBerry, whereas OBI has some of that native functionality built in. Do you require real-time access to data? The BI server has the ability to drill back to linked data sources without having to rebuild the cube. So from anyone from the EPM side, there's this whole concept of building an S-based cube. And you build it, and you look at it for the day, and then it rebuilds overnight, and you have to wait till the next day to get information. If you want to rebuild it multiple times during the day, then there's downtime. With OBI, there's a little bit of a performance hit on the retrieval side, so the query side, but it can constantly drill back against an updating data source, so you're constantly getting updated data. Another reason might be, are you unhappy with the query capabilities of your current data warehouse? Did IT put a data warehouse in place that comes with its own query tool that you find it difficult to use? You may be able to use OBI to integrate, pull some of that data warehousing information into OBI, and then use OBI to go to any of these delivery formats such as CSV, XML, HTML, and it may save you some of the manual manipulation time it takes to take your data warehousing data and integrate it into your EPM applications.